Okay, so here we have these two members of the Simpson family, and we are going to see the topic of comparatives. Okay, so let me write here comparatives. Okay, sorry for those noises. Let's see the comparatives. Okay, and here we have two members of the Simpson family. They are quite different. Okay, so we are going to compare them. We are going to use comparatives to give information about them. So let's write here. And the first thing we are going to compare is their age. Do you know how old is Homer Simpson? How old is he?
Homero Simpson is 36 years old.
Okay, yes, he's 36 years old. In some pages, in the on the internet, on some pages they say that he's like a 34 or 36, 40. Let's say as you mentioned that he's 36 years old. And how old is March?
She
March is 34
34.
years old.
Yes, exactly. March is 34 years old. So if we compare their age, we can say that Homer Simpson is older than March. Okay, so in this case, we can say that Homer is older than March because, Homer is, as you say, 36 years old. March is 34 years old. So in this case, we say that Homer is older than March. Now let's compare let's say the weight. How many kilos or how much does Homer weight? Did you find that information?
Homer weighs
108.
Okay, yes, they say that Homer weighs 108 kilograms. 108 kilograms. So he's overweight, of course, obviously. And March, how much does March weigh?
59
59.
Yes, exactly. We
kilograms.
can see on the internet that March weighs 59 kilos. So in this case, we can say that Homer is let's write two sentences. Okay, first let's write that March is thinner. She's thin, not fat. It's the opposite of fat, thin. So March is thinner than Homer. Okay, March is thinner than Homer. So in this case, we are saying that March is thin and Homer is, of course, fat. He's overweight. So also we can say that Homer is, um, okay, exactly. Well, let's write that way. Is fatter than March, of course, because, he's fat, she's thin. Also, we can say that Homer is heavier than March. Okay, because he is very heavy. He weighs more than 100 kilos, and March is only 59 kilos. So in this case, we can say that Homer is fatter and Homer is heavier. Okay, if we compare them. Now, if we compare, for example, let me write here another sentence. Okay, if we compare how tall they are, do you know how tall is Homer?
1.83.
Okay, exactly. They say that he's 1 meter 83. 1 meter 83. So he's tall, 1 and 83. And March, how tall is she?
1 meter
1.75 meters.
75.
Yes, exactly. So she is 1 meter 75. So she's also a tall girl, a tall woman. So we can say in this case that, well, Homer is taller than March. Homer is taller than March. Okay? Or well, or we can say that, sorry, also we can say that March is shorter than Homer, as you mean, as you want to write. And well, Homer is obviously not so intelligent because, well, so in this case, we can say that March is more intelligent than Homer. Okay. So March is more intelligent than Homer. Okay. And then also we can say that Homer is more, let's say, famous than March, because I think the two characters, the most famous characters in The Simpsons, is Homer Simpson and Bart Simpson. So, well, in this case, if we compare their popularity, we can say that Homer is more famous than March. Okay, so well, here we have different comparative sentences. So, well, let me put here so that we can write, okay, a little bit more. Okay, so well, here we have their comparative sentences. Now, let's write some rules. Um, well, they are the spelling rules for comparatives. Okay, and the first rule is uh, that most adjectives and adverbs add, um, well, er ending. Okay, most adjectives and adverbs are er ending. So, for example, in this case, we have the comparative form of older, okay, or taller, okay. So, in this case, we only add er to the adjectives. So, we have the adjective old, the comparative form is older, okay. We have the adjective tall. Okay, so sorry, wait a minute. Let me write here something, okay? Sorry, it's one syllable adjectives. Sorry, it was my mistake. Omití esa parte, pero es importante. Okay, let me stop this. Okay, so well, it says one syllable adjectives, sorry, and adverbs. We add er, and then we have the comparative form. For example, old es una sola sílaba, old, so the comparative form is older. Okay, the same as tall, the comparative form is taller. We add er to the adjective. Okay, and then we have small, so the comparative form is smaller. Okay, so we add this ending and we have the comparative form. Okay, another rule says that, well, let me write here. Uh, okay. Adjectives, well, in this case, is adjectives ending in one consonant plus y. In this case, change y to I and then add er. Okay, so when we have an adjective ending in one consonant plus y, we are going to change this y to an I and then we are going to add er. Okay, for example, we have, well, let me mark here this this adjective, heavier. Okay, so in this case, the adjective is heavy, heavy. So, well, we have consonant plus y. So in this case, the comparative form is going to be heavier, heavier. Okay, we change this y to an I and then we add the er ending, heavier. Also, we can mention, for example, easy, easy. Well, let's write here. Okay, so we have consonant plus y. In this case, we change for an to an I and then we add er, easier, easier. Okay, and well, we can say also, for example, pretty, pretty. So in this case, the comparative form is prettier. Okay, so well, here we have some examples. Another rule says that, well, let me write here. Um, adjectives ending adjectives ending in uh, one vowel one vowel plus one consonant. Okay, adjectives ending in one consonant and well, so sorry. A veces me parece obvio, pero es necesario mencionarlo. In this case, it's only for one syllable adjectives, okay? One syllable adjective. Porque ahorita vamos a ver qué pasa con los que ya son de más de una sola sílaba, okay? So in this case, one syllable adjectives ending in one vowel plus one consonant. In this case, double the last consonant and then add er ending. Okay, so when we have one syllable adjective ending in one vowel, okay, only one, not two vowels, only one vowel, and then with one consonant, the same, only one consonant, we are going to double the last consonant and add er. For example, thinner, or for example, fatter. Okay, in this case, we have, let's write, for example, thin. For example, thin. Okay, so in this case it's one syllable. We have at the end only one vowel and then one consonant. So in this case the comparative form is we double n, we double the last consonant and then add er. So it's thin, comparative form thinner. The same as fat, okay, is one syllable. we have one vowel, remember only one, not two, and then we have one consonant. So in this case, double the last consonant, and then add er. So it's fatter, fatter. Okay. Also, we can say, for example, big is the same. Big. The comparative form is bigger, bigger. Okay. And well, in this case, we have been talking about one syllable adjectives, and in this case, in the case of the y ending, is two syllable adjectives. Okay, but now let's see what happened with the two syllable adjectives. So let's write here. Two syllable adjectives, well, two or more, pueden ser tres sílabas. Two or more syllable adjectives, adjectives and adverbs. Okay, in this case, we are going well, to add more. Well, I need here some more space. We are going to write more plus the adjective or adverb. Okay, so the comparative form is going to be more plus the adjective or the adverb. Okay, remember in this case we are talking about two or more syllables. Okay, large words. Sorry, I'm moving this. I'm going to make the images smaller because we need some space. And for example, here we have intelligent. Okay, okay, just a second. Okay, I'm going to move a little bit this, and then we get it back. So only so that you can see these examples. So in this case, we have this. We have, for example, intelligent. Intelligent is three syllables. Is intelligent. Well, it's four syllables. Sorry. So in this case, we write more. It's more intelligent. Okay, the same as famous. Famous is two syllables. So in this case, we say more famous. Okay, so when we have two or more syllable adjectives and adverbs, we are going to write more and then the adjectives or adverb. For example, famous, famous, the comparative form is more famous. The same as intelligent, so the comparative form is more intelligent. Okay, and the same as, for example, important, the comparative form is more important, etc. Okay, so well, is there any question about this?
No.
No, no problem.
No.
Okay, well, good, very good. So well, copy please examples, and well, of course you will find an activity in Google Classroom to practice this. Okay, and well, did you finish copying this? No problem.
Moment, ma'am.
Okay, good. So, well, I'm going to stop this. Okay, so now let's see a video, okay? Let's see a video about a girl who she's talking to us about her daily activities. So let's see a video, okay? Let's see. And it is here. I recommend you to make notes about her activities, okay? So if you want to, you can take notes because we're going to check that later. So let's see. Listen.
I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Good morning.
I do yoga first, and then I take a quick shower. After, I make breakfast. Usually, I have an avocado toast and a coffee with milk. At 9 o'clock, I take a bus to go to the center. I start working at 9:30 and I finish working at 2 p.m. For lunch, I usually go to the cafeteria and order a Spanish omelette and a salad. Sometimes I go to an Italian restaurant to eat some pizza. At 3:30, I take a bicycle to go to the university. Right now, I am earning a master's degree in English studies. I have classes from 4 to 8 o'clock in the evening. After classes, I go to the gym or go out with my friends. Before going to bed, I read a book or watch an episode of my favorite series.
Right now I'm reading Little Prince to improve my French. Oh, it's so late actually. I have to go to bed.
I fall asleep at midnight.
Good night.
Okay, let's see again so that you can check your answers, okay? So let's see again and pay attention all her daily activities. So listen and take notes if you want.
I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Good morning.
I do yoga first, and then I take a quick shower. After, I make breakfast. Usually, I have an avocado toast and a coffee with milk. At 9 o'clock, I take a bus to go to the center. I start working at 9:30 and I finish working at 2 p.m. For lunch, I usually go to the cafeteria and order a Spanish omelette and a salad. Sometimes I go to an Italian restaurant to eat some pizza. At 3:30, I take a bicycle to go to the university. Right now, I am earning a master's degree in English studies. I have classes from 4 to 8 o'clock in the evening. After classes, I go to the gym or go out with my friends. Before going to bed, I read a book or watch an episode of my favorite series.
Right now I'm reading Little Prince to improve my French. Oh, it's so late actually. I have to go to bed.
I fall asleep at midnight.
Good night.
Okay, very well. So well, that's her daily routines. So now let's write something. Okay, so let's review. It's a review, of course, because all of you remember this. Let's see present simple, okay? And well, we use present simple when we talk about the daily routines of people, okay? But also we use present simple when we talk about uh, the well. Let's write it, okay? Use to talk about daily routines or daily activities. Okay, the daily activities are the activities that we usually do every day. Okay, so well, we are going to write her routines, but also we use present simple to talk about um, permanent situations. For example, we can say, I am Mexican, so that is a permanent situation. I don't change my nationality every day, of course. Or I can say I have three brothers. Okay, so that's a permanent situation. It's not something that is changing every day, of course. Or we can say I live in Mexico City. So the same is a permanent situation because I don't change my address every day. Okay, so that's a permanent situation. But also we use present simple when we talk about general truths. General truths. Okay, well, let's write some examples in each category. Okay, for example, daily routines. Well, it's similar the activities of the girl. So she says, for example, I wake up at 8 o'clock. Okay, and then she says, I do yoga, I take a quick shower, etc., etc. Okay, so that is a daily routine, daily activity. A permanent situation, I say, for example, I have, if I say I have three or five, six, whatever you have, I have three brothers, for example. Okay, that is a permanent situation because, well, I don't have different numbers of brothers every day. Of course not. It's usually the same. And a general truth refers that something is true today in the present, but it was true in the past, and it is going to be true in the future, and it's true here in Mexico, and it's true in China, and it's true everywhere. So, for example, we can say that the Earth goes around the sun. Okay, that is a general truth because that is something that it has been true in the past and it is going to be true in the future. Okay, so in these cases we use present simple. Okay, so in this case in the video we saw the daily routine of this girl, so that's why she spoke in present simple. But tell me, what are the activities she does every day? Well, let's write her daily routine. For example, well, at the first she say she wakes up.
Practice the yoga.
Okay, yeah, exactly. She practice yoga. So she wakes up at 8 o'clock. Then she does yoga. What else?
She
Then
makes
she
breakfast.
Uh
she
huh.
A
Take a
shower.
shower.
Yes, before of breakfast, she takes a shower,
She
a quick
works.
shower. So she takes breakfast. She makes breakfast. She has usually an avocado, a toast with avocado, and a coffee with milk. And then what? What?
at
And
nine
she
o'clock
work.
she
She go
take
to work at center.
Exactly, exactly. She takes the bus and
to the center.
to the center. Exactly. So she starts working.
She take a lunch in cafeteria.
Exactly. So in this case, well, she
You
says
go to
that
the university.
Exactly. So she finishes working. As you said, she
This girl.
goes to a cafeteria for lunch. Sometimes she say that she goes to an Italian restaurant. What else?
She goes to university.
Exactly. She takes a bicycle
And she
to
takes.
go to university. Okay. What else?
She starts your class at 4 o'clock.
Exactly. And what time does she finish her classes?
8
8
o'clock.
o'clock.
Exactly. So she has classes from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Very well. And then after classes, what does she do?
Go to the gym
Go
or
to the to
sleep.
her friends
Uh-huh.
or the gym.
Exactly, exactly. She says that she goes to the gym or sometimes go out, oh sorry, goes out with her friends. Okay, and then what else?
After sleep, read books.
Mm-hmm.
For
Exactly.
example, Little Prince.
Exactly. She said that she reads a book, and at this moment she is reading The Little Prince. Okay, and then, well, she says that reads a books or what?
Watch
Watch
series,
the
Watch
favorite
series.
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 Exactly. What is an episode of her favorite uh, series? And then,
She fell
She
asleep
sleep
at
She
at
goes
midnight.
to bed
midnight.
at midnight.
exactly, there while she goes to bed and she falls asleep at midnight. Exactly. Very well. So, well, in this case, we have our whole daily routines. And in this case, as you can see, we have the verb with s, or in some cases es. Okay, so we have, for example, she wakes, she does, she takes, she makes, she takes. Okay, I omitted hit, but she starts. In this case, sorry, se me fue, but it is starts. She starts working, and the same here. She finishes, and then she goes. She takes. She has, and yes, of course, she goes. She reads. She falls, etc. Okay, so you see, in present simple, we usually have, well, the subject, the verb, and the complement. In this case, in this specific case, I want to notice that, I want you to notice that the subject, when we have he, she, and it, we are going to use the verb with s ending and the complement. Okay, so when the verb is he, she, or it, in this case we were talking about a girl, so in this case the subject is she. The verb takes an s. Okay, in some cases it is es, but and then the complement. With the rest of the subjects is only the verb. Okay, so for example, well, let's write here. We can say, I work in okay, let's say I work in an office. You work in an office, and he works in an office. She works in an office. It works in an office? Well, for example, a computer, it works, es como, ella trabaja o funciona, work también se traduce como funciona, in an office, but also we can say that we work in an office. You plural work in an office, and they work in an office. Okay, and don't forget this S. Don't forget that with he, she, and it, we need an S, okay? Because in the activity, the first activity that you were introducing your partner, en ocasiones sí se les olvidaba mencionar la S, la conjugación del verbo, y nos decían, por ejemplo, he live, en lugar de decir, he lives in Mexico City, or he lives in the state of Mexico. Also, for example, you say, he likes, you have to say, he likes playing the guitar, he likes playing soccer, etc., etc. He wants to learn English, etc., etc. Okay, so don't forget that we add an S to the verb when we are talking about he, she, or it. So, well, is there any question about this? No problem with present simple? No. Okay. Very well. Now, also, I want to mention two verbs. Okay, let's mention two verbs. I'm going to right here because they are very common verbs. Okay, so it is important to mention the verb want, and need. Okay, the verb want and need. And we use these two verbs, the verb want and need, to express well, when we use the verb want, we express a desire. Okay, so we can say that with want we express non-essential things. Okay, so when you say, for example, I want a chocolate, I want to sleep more, etc., maybe it's not essential. Okay, and with need we express the necessity, so we express something that is essential. Okay, so maybe you can say, well, we as humans we need to drink water. Okay, we need to drink water, but also we can say that I want to, for example, to eat a chocolate at this moment. So in this case, you see, need expresses necessity. Okay, it's something essential, and want is what you desire. Okay, pero no necesariamente es esencial, solamente es quiero. Okay, so well, is there any question about this? No problem.
Tumba la casa con tu tormentera, que llegó el huracán, nadie salga pa' afuera. Entro en macal de valla, te pesen a la acera, sin invades el carril o impactar tu zona trasera, porque se te fue la mano. Te quedaron bien hechas esas nalgas, salúdame al cirujano. Mami, bájate el mahón, que hay una orden de cateo. Te sacamos el disco y te bajamos el dedo. Ey, que mucho tiburón hay al acecho. Mami, a tu casa yo le voy a tumbar el techo. Yo quiero ver todo ese poderío. Yo no soy tu pai, pero ese culo es mío. Tumba la casa, mami. Tumba la casa, mami. Que con esa cara tú puedes. Que con ese booty tú puedes. Tumba la casa, mami. Tumba la casa, mami. Que con esa cara tú puedes. Y ese abdomen también puedes. Tumba la casa y toma venganza. Mueve el booty booty fly, Mike. A ver qué pasa. Nalgas de acero. Culo grandote tiene gastando la funda. A todos los cocorotis no se explote. Ponle pa' que jangue en el bote. Patina en su charco cuando el todo le azote. Deja las amenazas y puta tumba la casa. Yo, díselo a Alessio, bella que eres mi raza. Muchos kilos en el cuello. Tumba la casa, bebecita, que llegué yo. Si su entera es medallo, puedo tirarle con los ojos cerrados al burino fallo. Es la que tumba la casa, la que muchas no soportan. Con ninguno de estos flojos se casa, le gustan los tipos con torta. Y si tú no tienes la grasa, vaya no mires que no hay forma. Tu vida en lo económico se basa, con poquito ya no se conforma. Musicólogo Jiménez, bienvenidos al parque de diversiones de la bruja Orión. Oye, este es el remix más hija de puta del 2015. Díselo, Luya. Daddy Yankee, Nicky Jam, de la gueto al can.
Yo tampoco no entiendo qué hacer, estoy confundido. Me está dando ansiedad. Según yo, lo que entendí es que tomáramos apuntes y que eso lo subiéramos como evidencia de las tareas que hay que entregar. Pero al chile ya no entendí. Y dijo que no se nos olvide hacer las actividades que va a subir en Classroom. Pero no sé si las va a subir ahora, o si las tenemos que entregar ahora, o si nos va a dar tiempo, o como el otro profesor que nos daba tiempo hasta el miércoles para hacerlas y ya. O sea, sí, no sé qué pedo con esta vieja. Estoy confundido.
pero bueno. Y yo creo que sí, ya ves que subió una hoja y dice que se entrega el miércoles. La neta ahorita no voy a hacer nada. La voy a hacer el lunes o a ver qué día. Pero ahorita no, ahorita ya me fastidié, ya me harté. Ya quiero despejarme tantito de la compu. Porque no manches, todavía me falta un proyecto por terminar, entonces. No, todo el día en la compu me fastidio. Entonces me voy a tomar un break como de 5 horas. Pero la clase yo creo que no, pues ya no tendría sentido. De todos modos ya le pregunté. A ver, ahorita que me responde. Y ya ves que ya subió algo a Classroom. Yo creo que ahí hacemos la tarea. Y y subimos el apunte, ¿no? Algo a Classroom. Yo creo que ahí hacemos la tarea. Y y subimos el